Hey gamers, got a good subject for you today. We've lost a lot of smaller companies this year. Among them were Game Brewers, Elf Creek Games is kind of gone now. A lot of these small publishers, I've noticed this a lot because TMG was in the same boat. They were small publishers that made some great games, beautiful games, and now they're gone. What happened? What were the mistakes made? A lot of them blame it on the pandemic, which hasn't been around in at least 2 years, probably more, but people still blame it on the pandemic. Maybe that's when it started, but you should always be prepared. There's other small companies that are still trucking along who are still making great games. They suffered during the pandemic too, but they're still standing. And I have a suggestion on what I think it is. I think they stretched themselves too far, and they lied to themselves and the public, which is very bad. Game Brewers, all of these, we should have seen the writing on the wall, right? TMG making excuses, struggling to get out. I think it was Luna. And then soon after that, they totally went under, having several Kickstarters unfulfilled. We saw the same thing. I don't know about Game Brewers. We saw the same thing for Elf Creek Games as well. They had a really hard trouble with Honey Buzz, but then didn't tell anyone. And then at the end, just had way too many Kickstarters out, and then didn't end up just ended up folding after that. So there's, and like I said, I don't know what Game Brewers did. I know they had problems with trying to get some type of Kickstarter shipped over, so they made a promo pack for people to buy to pay for cover the extra shipping, and then eventually went out of business. So what's going on? I think that they get too big, too fast, get a hit, and they say, well, we can't lose now. We got this big fan base. We're getting tons of pre-orders in for our newest game. Let's just go ahead and start just go out, just announce 1 million Kickstarters and have that money coming in, spend the money, because I guarantee you they're not spending all of that game. If they only needed, $30,000 to make a game and they scored $3 million, and then they say, well, guys, it was just a lot of production costs. BS, over 200% funded. What does that mean? What does that mean that you didn't have enough money? So definitely unwise spending, definitely stretching themselves too far. A lot of these guys, again, this is all me guessing. I don't know. But I feel like they do another Kickstarter to pay for the last, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and that's kind of what happens, and they get themselves in this funnel and they don't know what to do, and then they suddenly go under, even though they and all the employees underneath them kind of lie to our faces that everything's okay, and then a few months later, everything goes, crumbles apart. For instance, with Elf Creek Games, everything was fine in August. Everything was fine. It was earlier, no, it was last year when I got, one of the Elf Creek Games workers there, employees, who's not an employee now, got all snippy with me about it when I questioned what was going on. And honestly, it was going on way before that, and they knew it. And now this person is not with the company. He's acting like he's the hero trying to save these games and everything for the gamers. But I'm like, you know what? You're part of the problem, dude. You knew there was an issue. You didn't say. Now, I get it. Maybe it wasn't his position to say it. But you had to be so snarky to people when they said you were going under, when they asked if everything was okay, only to later on say, oh yeah, we weren't even getting paid. Really? I don't understand that. But a lot of these small publishers, why do you think they went under? I think they just got too big, too fast. They didn't know how to handle success, so they just started spending the extra cash flow they got, thinking, they've got the support of everyone, nothing else can happen. One bump hits them, and now they spent all the money that they earned on crowdfunding, and they got to keep doing other Kickstarters to crowdfund and pay for the rest of the other ones. But they're slowly losing trust with the public, and then they have to go under. I don't know. Anyway, like I said, I don't know the industry that well. Maybe you know it better. Why do you think so many companies? If there's another company I didn't mention, either put them in the comments below. I'd love to read about them and hear what happened. But anyway, folks, that's it for now. Till next time.